Welcome back to our Blue Z Water channel. Today I'd like to talk to you about ozone therapy and the Blue Z Water. Do a comparison and teach you how you can augment your home ozone therapy program if you're doing one. Typically people who are doing home ozone therapy are using anal insufflation. Every time you do a treatment of anal insufflation, it's a very strong oxygen therapy. And it can kill pathogens, microbials. People are typically using ozone therapy for various intense disease states, right, whether it be Hep C or Lyme disease. So let's talk about the Blue Z Water. Blue Z Water can be a substitute or enhancement for ozone therapy. When you treat your water with Blue Z Water, it creates what's called activated oxygen. Basically, you can throttle the level of activated oxygen when you treat water by increasing the dosage. This creates a very powerful, what's called activated oxygen therapy. We're going to post a link to an ebook below where Dr. Nojima was doing this in Japan and working with very heavy-duty diseases using what's called this boosted dosage. And he was doing this twice a day, plus making some dietary changes. What we teach is a way to boost this activated oxygen therapy two ways. One, you can boost the dosage like Dr. Nojima was doing by essentially putting a gallon dosage into around 4 to 6 ounces of water. Typically you put a half a teaspoon per gallon to treat water, and you have low-level activated oxygen when you put a gallon dosage of a half a teaspoon in about 4 to 6 ounces of water. You now get an accelerated level of activated oxygen. You do this twice a day. The second way to boost the Blue Z Water, which is one of my favorites, is to get a very inexpensive ozone bubbling machine. You can get it on eBay, something called the Fire Angel, for $45 or $50. I know the price might have gone up, but they're very inexpensive, or an Aqua 6 bubbling ozone machine. You want to get one that's 600 milligrams per hour. And basically you take your treated Blue Z Water and you just bubble ozone in there for 2 to 5 minutes and then drink it. Now you're getting some benefit from the actual ozone itself, but that half-lives very quickly. But what you're doing is you're actually boosting, again, another way to boost the level of activated oxygen of the Blue Z Water, and this effect actually lasts for about an hour and a half. So you can do this as often as you'd like. You can do it, 5, 6, 7 times a day. You have the throttle, so to speak, on how much activated oxygen you want to create. So these are two ways to do it: boost the dosage and use the ozone machine. This starts to not only achieve high levels of activated oxygen, but you have the control, and it's very inexpensive. The Blue Z Water is $36 and it treats 96 gallons, so it lasts a long time. So this is an inexpensive alternative for those of you who are looking around, considering doing home ozone therapy, but don't want to spend $1,000 plus to do it, and don't like the idea of going through a more invasive procedure. This is easy to do. I would suggest if you're looking at doing ozone therapy, to do this program first, see how it works for you. Also look at our Maximize Your Blue Z Water Therapy program. There's a further enhancements to this program. We include what's called a dual motor vibration machine. So here's a very simple way to think about this. Anytime you're doing ozone or this activated oxygen therapy with the Blue Z Water, think of it as like soap you're doing a wash and you're putting soap and, let's say, bleach in. What's bleach? Bleach is like using oxygen or OxyCleanse. So you're putting the cleaning agent in the washing machine, but what would you do? You would then run the agitator to literally bang the cleaning agent into the clothes. The dual motor vibration machine is like the agitator on a washing machine. It's banging the water, the Blue Z Water, which goes everywhere in your body, deep into the cells. It literally is pounding. It's getting tremendous cellular penetration, so you get a much more enhanced detox benefit. Now there's some other features to Blue Z Water which I want you to take a look at on our What is Blue Z Water. Number one, this is huge. It takes care of the byproduct of its own oxidation. Ozone therapy does not do that. You have to take antioxidants. Blue Z Water, wherever it goes and does its pro-oxidant therapy, literally cleans up the byproduct of oxidation. This is huge. And you can take a look at Dr. Shimonishi explaining this. The second thing is, and this is enormous, the Blue Z water provides incredible ionic trace mineral nutrition. And these trace minerals are extraordinary, some of the best trace minerals on the planet. So those of you familiar with trace mineral nutrition will appreciate how the wonders of the black mica ionic minerals. The third piece is Blue Z water is what's called structured water. So it provides tremendous hydration. The compound is H3O2. Once again, look at what is Blue Z water, explains what structured water is. So this is not just a ozone kill therapy. It provides balance and nutrition along with the capability to kill pathogens. The third piece that I want to explain, or the fourth or fifth, whatever, has many features, the Blue Z water, is that not only is it killing pathogens, but it's literally removing every toxin you can imagine. If you treat toxic water with completely purified toxic water, we're talking heavy metals, chemicals, GMOs, you name it. So that's not the activated oxygen per se, that is actually what's called cation exchange. It's a feature of the minerals. It has the ability to basically interrupt the electron structures of toxic metals, chemicals, etc., etc. So Blue Z water is a total detox product, along with an amazing activated oxygen product. So please take a look at all our videos. We encourage you, when you do the Blue Z water, to do the Maximize Your Blue Z Water Therapy program. There's a few additional features in there that you can look at, but we don't want to get into that in this video. If you just basically get the water and then get the vibration machine, you're going to be light years ahead in your detoxification. Thank you. Have a blessed day. We'll talk again.